One of the biggest issues is that I have is that the left has taken over all of our institutions. And I thought it was the important institutions, education, now they're taking over economy, media, news media, media or news media, same thing, art, which would be television, movies, things like that. But there was one institution I never thought they'd take over, and that was the military and our intelligence agencies. I really thought that, and I was in the military, and I know one of the things they told us, never be political, stay out of it, stay out of it, stay out of it. This video we're going to take a look at blows that whole thing out of the water. And I think that, honestly, China's laughing their asses off. Too bad they can't do anything with technology because we're so busy being awesome in the United States. But I thank you, Elon Musk. I know SNL gave him problems. But here's the thing. I've got a feeling that we could end up like China. And basically, when we send a rocket up, there's a 50% chance it's going to end up back on Earth. Well, whatever. Let's take a look at this video and let's talk about it. This is Gene, and you're listening to Dumbasses Talking Politics Video Shorts. Hey, this is Gene. Welcome back to Dumbasses Talking Dumbasses Talking Politics Video Shorts. Brand new thing I've decided to do. I'm kind of getting used to it. I know I haven't shaved. Look at my nice shirt. Realist.com if you're interested. The great, beautiful shirts. I love them so much. My fiance keeps giving me crap because I don't wash them and just wear them all the time. They're really comfortable. I love it. So Realist.com, take a look at the section. I'll actually have a link for you. So here's something I really, it just annoys the crap out of me, and it involves how our military, how our intelligence agencies have become completely political. First off, the military literally has 3 jobs. That's it. I know this is a white supremacist sign, or I don't know what it is. They have 3 jobs. By the way, this being white supremacist, this being white supremacist, actually that was made up on a Reddit board. That's not even a thing. Some guy just made it up, so it's not really a thing. But anyway, let's get to it. So the military has 3 jobs. One is become a better military through training and technology. It's one of the things the Navy does. The Navy actually goes out, looks at technology, buys technology, it supports training. And that's what the military does most of the time is train. The second thing they're supposed to do is blow things up and destroy things. And the third thing is to kill lots of people. And kill more people. The more people they kill, the better. That is the job of the military. That's it. Nothing more. It has nothing to do with political correctness. The military is not meant to be politically correct. Likewise, the Central Intelligence Agency, they have about 5 jobs to do. And I actually wrote these down, so we're going to take a look at those. The Central Intelligence Agency is technically a branch of the military because they're there to support the military for the most part. They are responsible for getting intelligence for political and military strategies and policies against certain bad actors. So some of the things they do, overturn bad governments. They actually make it so that bad governments will just disappear, go away, and they'll be taken over by other people. They don't always do this correctly. They don't always do this. There's really no morality in it. But they sometimes they do a good job. Sometimes they don't do a good job. They also are responsible for killing bad people. They just don't kill lots of bad people. They're basically designed, okay, let's go kill assassinations and things like that. Anyone who thinks that the military does not actually assassinate people is being very naive. I truly believe that's what they do. They also infiltrate certain governments or groups, bad actors, to gain intelligence information. And that intelligence information can then be used for creating policies politically, or creating opportunities or discovering opportunities for some sort of military incursion. One of the problems we've had with the CIA in since Vietnam is we just never really had great intelligence on certain things. North Korea, for example, very bad actor. The CIA is trying to gain intelligence information on North Korea, and they typically do this through China, or they do this through Russia. They do this with countries that are as close to North Korea as they can, and if they do it right, then they can actually, or they will get the information directly. And that, again, that intelligence is so that we can change policy, kill bad people. And then they're there to gain intelligence for war. They're there to actually understand there's going to be a conflict. We need to know what's going on. Iran would be an example. Iran, we are gaining intelligence on Iran just because there could be a war there someday. So it seems pretty clear. The purpose of the military and the CIA is not for political correctness. It's not to make you feel good. It's there to protect the United States, gain intelligence, kill people, and destroy things. That's what they do. This is why this video is so disturbing. Because suddenly, the killing of people, the Central Intelligence Agency, and we already know that the military, they're going down a path that has nothing to do with their primary objectives. And this isn't the only video. There's actually a second video that was just released, and it was just as bad. And this is basically, these are recruitment videos. So they're actually sending this crap out. I mean, if I were trying to join the CIA, I am not joining the CIA for, just like the military. I didn't join the military because of some standards or some morality that they actually hold. I'm joining these groups to protect the United States and serve a duty. But you know something? According to this video here, that's not what the CIA is supposed to do. So I'm going to just let you play this video. You may have seen it. It's been pretty bad. It's been all around the internet. So let's take a look at this video. Here's the first section.
When I was 17, I quoted Zora Neale Hurston's How It Feels to Be Colored Me in my college application essay. The line that spoke to me stated simply, I am not tragically colored. There is no sorrow dammed up in my soul nor lurking behind my eyes. I do not mind at all. At 17, I had no idea what life would bring, but Zora's sentiment articulated so beautifully how I felt as a daughter of immigrants then and now. Nothing about me was or is tragic. I am perfectly made. Okay, right off the bat, this sounds like it's going to be one of these weepy, I am woman, hear me roar, except I am person of color, hear me roar crap. Now, something I do want to point out, tragic, it has nothing to do with tragedy. It has nothing, she's an immigrant, she's the daughter of immigrants. The CIA only gives a damn if you're supposed to give a damn that you're an American. I also want to point out, this is like the opposite of what the military and the CIA should be, where she is so self-centered that she's concerned about her past, she's concerned about her race. It's garbage. This is not the kind of people we actually want in the military. This is a very military or CIA. I'm sorry, I always gonna make the military and the CIA kind of the same thing, because as far as I'm concerned, they really are. But her pure concern about her race, and later we'll see her gender, and how people see her, makes her look very self-centered
and this is enough reason that she doesn't belong in the CIA.
I can wax eloquent on complex legal issues in English while also belting Guayaquil de mis amores in Spanish. I can change a diaper with one hand and console a crying toddler with the other. I am a woman of color. I am a mom. I am a cisgender millennial who's been diagnosed with generalized anxiety disorder.
Okay, so basically what she can do is she can be a mother and have a job at the same time. And what she can do is she can speak English and Spanish at the same time. Here's a newsflash, so can my fiance. Everything she described is pretty much what my fiance can do. Now, one of the things that really disturbs me, she's got generalized anxiety disorder. Is that really what you want out of your CIA agents? Someone who could get really upset or really confused or really anxious? The military doesn't even allow you in if you're depressed. If you've shown some sort of clinical depression, they won't let you in. Can you imagine if you were her partner or handler and she goes through her bizarre anxiety attack? When has it been that screaming your disorder is actually a reason you should be in the CIA? That's insane.
I am intersectional, but my existence is not a box-checking exercise.
Okay, I forgot about that whole part. Notice she's a cisgender woman of color, daughter of immigrants. What else? She speaks 2 languages. She has a disorder. Did I say she's cisgender? And I don't know about you. She's checked every box. What is she talking about? She's been doing nothing in this video so far but checking boxes.
I am a walking declaration, a woman whose inflection does not rise at the end of her sentences, suggesting that a question has been asked. I did not sneak into CIA. My employment was not and is not the result of a fluke or slip through the cracks. I earned my way in, and I earned my way up the ranks of this organization. I am educated, qualified, and competent, and sometimes I struggle. I struggle feeling like I could do more, be more to my 2 sons, and I struggle leaving the office when I feel there's so much more to do.
I actually really like what she just said here, because I think basically she's undercutting a lot of the narrative out there. I have no doubt that she's qualified to do her job. I think some of the things she has, I'm sorry, generalized anxiety disorder will get you kicked out of the military. But the fact is, she's basically proving if you put in the work and you're competent, you actually have the capacity to do the job, you will have the opportunity to do the job. And she also, with that, she disproves everything she says later, where she starts talking about cisgender woman of color. She'll talk about hierarchies and things like that. She's actually disproving all of this by what she just said. The hierarchies do not control her opportunities. Her gender is irrelevant. She still has the opportunities. Her gender does not matter. She still has the opportunities. Her race does not matter. She still has the opportunities. And I guarantee you, she had those opportunities 15, 20 years ago if she had the capacity and was competent. So basically, she's undercutting the narrative that the media is actually throwing out there. And for that, I think it's a great commercial.
I used to struggle with imposter syndrome, but at 36, I refuse to internalize misguided patriarchal ideas of what a woman can or should be.
Okay, so she struggles with imposter syndrome and general anxiety disorder? That seems like it's 2 strikes against her for why she shouldn't be in the CIA. And by the way, in the last segment, she just said how she worked hard and she got in. What hierarchies is she fighting? She's not fighting any hierarchies. It's crap. She disproved her entire argument right here by her last comments. I find it absolute garbage that this is even, the hypocrisy within this same commercial makes the commercial look really stupid. And by the way, that's intersectionality. Intersectionality is just really stupid.
I am tired of feeling like I'm supposed to apologize for the space I occupied rather than intoxicate people with my effort, my brilliance. I am proud of me, full stop. My parents left everything they knew and loved to expose me to opportunities they never had.
This is what trips me out about videos like this also, and the left in general. Who asked you to apologize for anything? I've never been asked to apologize for anything. I've never asked a Hispanic or a black person to apologize for anything. It seems like they have the same opportunities I have, and I'll tell you, black people who have always been, or people of color who have always been above me, were always qualified to be above me, and they were giving that opportunity. Guess what? I wasn't bitter about it. Dave, my boy Dave, who we talk about, he's a Hispanic man. This man has competencies that I don't have. He's very good with language. He's very good at planning. He's very good. He was always above me in the workplace. And you know something? He should have been. Because he's competent. It had nothing to do with him being a person of color, Hispanic, or whatever it is. I've had a black man who, he was the one who taught me never call a black man an African American, because he wasn't African American, he was Caribbean. He was from Jamaica, and he never wanted to be identified as Jamaican. He would rather be identified as an American. He was always above me. Do you know why? Not because he was black. He never had to apologize to me, because he was more competent than I was. That's the thing. His capacity was higher than my capacity, and that's something that, not to be jealous about, just understand and then try to increase your capacity. Maybe you can, maybe you can't. But the garbage here, I wonder what her parents are saying, that we've given you all this opportunity. We came to this country so that you would have opportunity, and then she gets the opportunities through hard work. And then she's saying that I never could have this because it's not something this country does. I guarantee you they're probably spinning in their graves saying, what is wrong with our daughter? It's actually kind of pathetic if you think about it.
Because of them, I stand here today a proud first-generation Latina and officer at CIA. I am unapologetically me. I want you to be unapologetically you, whoever you are. Know your worth. Command your space. Mija, you're worth it.
The whole thing actually just screams pride and self-centeredness and the whole thing. It is just a garbage video. This is not a person I think should be in the CIA, because she's too self-centered. She's too into herself. And I'm so tired. I'm unapologetically a Latina. And you know what I didn't hear? I'm an American. And I would think for the CIA, that would be enough reason to sit back and say, no, she sounds like the kind of person who just needs to be told, hey, I'm a Latino and you're a Latina or Latinx or whatever they call it these days. And why don't you come over to our side and tell me what's actually going on? This isn't a good thing. She never identified herself as an American. And I'm pretty sure in the CIA, with all the crap they know and are handling, this is a reason that she shouldn't be, because the first thing you should identify is as an American, especially with the job you're doing. Okay, I hope you enjoyed it. You can download or listen to my podcast. I do them typically 4 days a week. You can get them in Apple Podcasts, Podbean, Podcast Addict, YouTube, and Rumble, and Stitcher. I forgot about Stitcher. Visit my website at dumbassestalkingpolitics.com so that you can actually take a look at my notes. With these videos, I actually don't create any notes because they're too short. There's really not much in there. I hope you have a great weekend. This is Gene, and you've listened to Dumbasses Talking Politics.